Crowds of people protesting against Elon Musk's purge of the U.S. government under President Donald Trump gathered outside Tesla dealerships throughout the country. Protesters are trying to escalate a movement targeting the electric car maker in an attempt to dent the fortunes of the Tesla boss. They're opposing Musk's role as head of the newly created Department of Government Efficiency, commonly known as DOGE. DOGE has gained access to sensitive data, including Social Security information, as it looks to slash what it calls unnecessary government spending. Musk says he aims to cut $2 trillion, which represents around 30% of the total federal government expenditure. His extreme cost-cutting objectives saw him shutter entire government agencies like USAID, making thousands of federal employees redundant in the process. Most of Musk's estimated $340 billion net worth consists of the stock he holds in Tesla, but also include other ventures like SpaceX and Starlink. Protesters say they'll continue targeting the world's richest man's finances in hopes of forcing him to reverse his extreme approach. A state of emergency was declared in the eastern Olomouc region in the Czech Republic due to toxic benzene contaminating a lake after a train derailment last month. On the 28th of February, a freight train crashed at the entrance of Hustapeče station, likely because of high speed. Most of the 17 carriages immediately caught fire after the accident. Some 350 tons of benzene leaked from the tankers carrying over 1,000 tons into the groundwater. The emergency order grants local authorities special powers to allocate resources and immediately initiate relief efforts. Work is already underway to extract benzene from the affected water bodies. Dozens of remediation pits between railroad tracks and the water are being dug, and Larsen walls are being installed to prevent further spread. Damages by the tanker fire are expected to exceed the €40 million mark. The emergency state is set to remain in effect until the 27th of April to mitigate the crisis.
I have a message for our American friends.
Denmark's foreign minister has scolded the Trump administration for its tone in criticizing Denmark and Greenland, saying his country is investing more in Arctic security. Lars Løkke Rasmussen made the remarks in a video posted to social media after a visit to Greenland on Friday by US Vice President J.D. Vance. Rasmussen said Denmark is open to criticism, but added he didn't appreciate the tone. He also pointed out that in January, Denmark had committed to a €1.9 billion investment for Arctic security. During his visit to the Pitofik space base, Vance accused Denmark of underinvestment in Greenland's security. Trump's repeated threats to annex Greenland have been met with anger both on the island and in Denmark. On Saturday, hundreds of protesters demonstrated outside the US Embassy in Copenhagen, with some holding signs saying Greenland is not for sale.
Italy approves a new decree to use Albanian migration centres as repatriation hubs. Under the new decree, 2 centres in Albania will now also house migrants who arrived in Italy, had their asylum request rejected and received a deportation order. The Albanian centres have barely been used since opening in October because of legal issues and strong opposition from human rights groups who say they break international laws and endanger migrants' rights. The centres were originally intended for processing non-vulnerable migrants rescued in international waters. The project, led by Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's Conservative government, has cost nearly €800 million over a 5-year investment. A partial solar eclipse was visible across Europe on Saturday, as well as Western Africa, Eastern North America and Northern Asia. In London, spectators watched from the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. During a partial solar eclipse, the moon passes between the sun and Earth. The moon casts a shadow on Earth and only partly blocks the sun, making it appear like a crescent. Solar and lunar eclipses happen anywhere from 4 to 7 times a year, according to NASA.